What is up, everybody? So today's video, you guys can see this is obviously my duel video, and a lot of you guys, well, not really a lot of you, only a couple of you guys I guess watched to the end of my vlog where I discussed, do you guys want to see me versus yugioh again with the Dino versus Hero matchup, and or do you guys want to see my tournament match where I placed against Shaddolls? Now I did put a disclaimer in the vlog and said I did win this match, is not the full match. I started off in game 2. I originally won game 1 with the help of Dark Law. So right now we're going into game 2, and I opened up pretty good. He made me go first, so I did the Fusion Destiny combo in an attempt to make a pretty solid board. Now the reason why, of course, I went for, let's say for example, Celestial and Malicious in order to burn for 16 with my Dystopia. That's typically my standard play when I do play the Fusion Destiny. And I did open up a mass change as well, so my hand was pretty stacked in my opinion, and this is before I knew what the deck Shadow Invoked can do. Like I said, I won game 1. It was pretty hard to win, not gonna lie. However, I did win the game 1, so I was pretty confident going into game 2. And I was debating on what I should do a combo off. I was literally scared of Nibiru, and I'm like, you know what? If I get Nibiru, I'm gonna lose, so I'm gonna pass. Because I opened up Super Poly as well, so my hand, like I said, once again, if I did full combo, I probably would have been in a better position. Like, I could have made Dread Decimator popped with Dystopia when he played his Meltdown to grab his Alistair Invoker. But rewatching this game, I'm like, yeah, it'd have been better if I would at least made Dread Decimator, because I did have the extra Mally. But like I said, once again, I was figuring out, since I had Super Poly and Mass Change, honestly, I thought this was gonna be an easy victory. And so yeah, I was thinking like, okay, he plays Alistair, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of my guy for Dark Law. And I'm like, no, what am I doing? Scratch that. Because I had Super Poly stats, I figured he'll summon 2 Darks. And I'm like, let me go ahead and bring out Dark Law, because the deck does spam out a lot. So I get to use my Dark Law effect right now, and of course I decided to roll 4 to be more fair, so we are in a tournament setting. And I rolled a 4, which I believe is going to get rid of Droll and Lockbird, which it did. Which kind of sucks, because I wanted to hit something more important. I mean, Droll is important, but with that being said, I don't know if how much important it would have been if I would have hit like a Shadow Fusion or something like legit dog. If I would have hit Shadow Fusion, I probably could have been in a good position, because now he's gonna show me why this deck is pretty scary for heroes. Because they can make a cute little guy called El Shadow Alcapine. He hasn't brought it out yet, but essentially what it does, when he special summons to the board, he can target a monster board in the field and negate its effects forever. So literally, even if the El Shadow guy leaves, that monster effect is negated, which is so good. He has another effect when he's sent to the graveyard. I think you add like a Shadow card back or whatever. You guys have seen him do this when he while he's playing. But the fact that yeah, him negating my Dark Law is very crucial, because now he can literally go off, get his effects, and literally just come back at this point. You guys see me rereading everything. I'm like, whoa, man, this is a real card. I'm like, I legit thought he was gonna go into like Window and try to do some other combos. I legit thought I had this game in the bag, or he was gonna go into like Construct or something. And I had like the Super Poly ready to construct off my Cross Crusader, things of that nature. And I still probably could have Super Poly'd. And like I said, hindsight is 2020. I probably should have Super Poly'd at that point, because I wanted to get like a big monster. I wanted to get a real big monster. And I was just a little upset, because even if I got rid of his monster, my Dark Law's effect still negated. So I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty annoying. And then after he started comboing, I'm like, yeah, I probably should have Super Poly, because at that point he wouldn't be able to make Cross Sheep, and he wouldn't be able to combo off like he's doing now. So I think that was a big misplay on me, like just rewatching this game. And even mid game, I'm like, yeah, if I would have did that and played how I was supposed to, I could have did that, because now he had send a monster from his field to the graveyard to get rid of to pop my back row, which he got rid of my Super Poly, because he used his Shadow Monster to pitch his the Shadow one that pops back row, and it forced me to waste my Super Poly. And I decided to go on myself because of course I couldn't Super Poly away Cross Sheet, and I had 2 Darks on board, and Dark Law was pretty much useless. So I figured if he tried to OTK me, I'll at least have my my Starving Venom on board, and now he's just gonna do his Invoked plays. So yeah, guys, remember when playing against the Shadow deck, follow your first mind, because like I said, this is my first time playing against the deck. I literally did not know what to do, so I was just trying to wing it, and winging it game 1 worked. I believe, like I said, I Incentive 2020, if I would have set up a standard board of Dread Decimator, Darklaw, I could have popped this Meltdown on activation. I don't believe he would have been able to search with his Alistair Invoker. Just search out his Alistair Invoker. Comment in the comment section down below if he still would have been able to search it. If I would have chained to get rid of the Meltdown. And if I would have just, like, you know, Super Poly the Alcapine, the El Shadow Alcapine, I'd have been in a way better position because he wouldn't be able to combo what he's doing now. And get some special plays, and I would have a better board. So yeah, that sucks. But you know, like I said, playing against the deck for the first time, I really didn't know what to do, and that's my fault as a player for not studying the new Shadow structure deck. I was thinking, oh, all Shadows have is like Construct, Window, and I legit thought all they got in the structure deck was like this new Shadow monsters. I didn't even know they had a new fusion, so he went for the right there, the Invoked Fusion monster that says you can attack and use the monster effect per turn. And at this point, I'm just like, yeah, what am I really gonna do? And he's like, you know what? He has to do it because I did have Starving Venom. So Starving Venom kind of did save me from an early defeat. But what he's gonna end up doing is breaking out his Boral Sword Dragon, which allows him to just run over Starving Venom and hit me for 3k, which sucks because I thought I was gonna be in a good position, but just looking at his card advantage, like, he did not care at all. Like, Dominic, the guy I was playing against, did not care. He just, okay, I lose Boris or whatever, hit your 3k. And I also had a Destiny Hero Celestial Engrave, so I was pretty confident. I'm like, okay, I got him up Mally Engrave, I got a Celestial. Worst case scenario, I could just use my Celestial and try to go off. I believe I drew a Mass Change and set. And I'm like, I was under the pressure, so I'm like, I need to use my Celestial. I'm like, Banish, he's, no, he's Ash Blossom. And I'm just like, yeah, that sucks. And it's like, rewatching this game again, I'm like, bro, why didn't I make Dread Decimator under Dystopia? Like, I tell you guys, like, I was just trying to go for something like that don't make any sense. Because a lot of the times, in hero decks, you don't want to burn through your resources so fast. So sometimes you make less optimal plays. So if your opponent can burn through your field, you can OTK them on a following turn, because most players don't really know how to play against the hero deck. So that was my thought process essentially. But yeah, Dominic did all the right plays against me, and he's playing his deck like a pro. Apparently he's using Dominic Couch's build, which is kind of ironic because the guy played named Dominic, and Dominic Couch played this deck, I believe. He's playing like some net deck version of his deck. He said he made like maybe 1 or 2 card difference, and the side deck is different, of course. So knowing that I at least got a game in against this topping version of the deck is insane. And what kind of got me scared too, because the deck does play like battle phase clauses like El Shaddolls, Fusion. I don't know, I don't remember if he played in this game, but he does play Super Poly in the main deck because he did hit me with a game 1. I was like, yeah. So I kind of played a little sloppy game 2, which definitely cost me the game. So I figured I'd pick up the slack in game 3. I debated on allowing him to go first. The reason being, like, I can probably break through his board and OTK him if I open up Super Poly. If I didn't open up Super Poly, I'm like, I'm gonna have a hard time. I'm like, you know what? Screw it, just go first. Attempt to make Plasma. Plasma kind of shuts that deck down, and that was the goal for the go. But I opened up pretty bad. Literally opened up Solid Soldier, Poly, Increase, double effect Bearer. I legit looked at my hand like, what can I do? I literally had to make lemons into lemonade. So I decided to go for the increase, and for the Solid Soldier into the increase, and was trying to bait out some stuff. And luckily I could still bring out my my Sunriser, which I did do because that was literally the only play I had, which wasn't that bad of a first turn board. And Solid Soldier effect to kick in, especially some of my increase out of our graveyard. So if he does try to be on some goofy stuff to attack my increases, I'll have it as a defensive card. And I can use my Sunriser effect. I'm like, okay, this ain't that bad. And of course, grabbing a Miracle Fusion allows me to have a follow-up play by making the Shining next turn. And with increase in grave, my thought process was, well, I can make the Shining, I can hit increase in back row, tribute off Shining for increase, activate Shining's effect, add back my banished heroes, and potentially go off. So I'm literally trying to calculate some Billy Break level plays, some Chris Gonzalez level plays. If you guys don't know who Chris Gonzalez is, that's your boy speaking right now. Like some rogue hero level plays. I'm just sitting there trying to calculate, because when I'm under pressure, I literally play really good. I think I can speak for a lot of millennials though. For whatever reason, millennials tend to work better under pressure. I think it was just the way we were raised. Who knows? So he opened up Meltdown. Of course he does. The deck plays 3 and probably plays away as a search it. Plays Alistair and my Effect Veiler. Definitely did not want that going off. And I'm like, okay, if he doesn't have a play after Alistair, I might literally be in a winning position. Because like sometimes the hero deck, once you get the ball rolling, like if I can resolve that increase, I'm really in a good position. So that's the only thing I'm thinking about. Like, let me draw Stratos, or let me resolve increase, and I am good, G. Stratos or Vion or something. So he decided to go into nothing. He decided just to go to Super Poly, and I was like, ooh, yeah. I'm like, whoa. He opened the Super Poly. Now he attempted to bring out this Invoked Fusion monster. Then he's gonna realize after I read it, that he made a mistake, because that monster can only be brought out by using an Invoked Fusion, and Alistair Invoker is not an invoked monster. So, but he's gonna make his way out of it. What he's gonna do is going to that fire monster. This is a link 1. Play his invocation to banish the Alistair and my Veiler, to bring out his invoked monster that can negate monster effects. And now he's gonna play, after he uses invocation to reshuffle, he's gonna play the Super Poly very soon in order to get rid of my Sunriser. So I was just like, yeah, that sucks. And at this point I'm just like, okay, maybe he can't do anything. I thought, I literally forgot he had a Super Poly in hand, because I got that hot effect button on hand. I'm thinking, okay, this is what I'm thinking. He got the guy that can negate my monster effects. I figured he'd probably try to attack my increase and bait me to use my Sunriser and then negate and destroy my Sunriser. That's what I'm thinking his thought process is. I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and use Effect Veiler. So I'm reading my Effect Veiler right now to my graveyard. He's reading his card effects. And we're actually having a ruling dispute right now. I was wondering, could he use his Alistair Invoker's effect since I had Veilered it that turn? Because I was remembering a ruling from a while ago where if you negate a monster effect on board, like a Effect Veiler or something like that, they don't get their graveyard effect. So I didn't really know. The judge ruled in his favor, saying even though I Veilered the Alistair Invoker, he still wouldn't be able to use like his hand effect or something like that, because he left the board and it reset. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like, I'm really terrible with rulings. Like, I hear stuff, but I'm not always 100% sure. So I decided to go ahead and Veiler that guy, because I'm like, okay, I don't want him attacking my Sunriser, and I figured that was his only play. Forgetting literally he had the Super Poly, so it really didn't matter. I don't even think he was intending on trying to bait my Sunriser, but that was my thought process. So yeah, Super Poly still had me in a bad position. Still allowed me, couldn't do anything. And now he brought out his monster properly. Now this guy, I didn't know what this card did. Apparently he's all attributes, and he can banish an attribute out of the graveyard to banish, I think, all monsters on the board with that attribute. I'm like, that card is insane. I'm like, yeah, it ain't looking too hot for me. I'm finna lose. And the thing that I kept thinking about, like, well, I won game 1. It was an epic game. Didn't get the game I won on camera. I played, like, re-looking at the footage, I played kind of bad games too. I could have went further. I was trying to dodge the Hebrew, things of that nature. And then on top of that, when you just think about it, game 3, I completely bricked. Now, looking at my hand, even if I would draw a good hand and looking at his hand, I was going to probably be in a losing position anyway, only because he had the Super Poly. So if I would have made like a board of Dark Law, Plasma, things of that nature, or if I would just had Plasma, he could have super hollowed off the board and had a way to fight back. So I'm not saying I would have guaranteed to win game 3, but considering that I feel like I could have had a chance, it's just the principle of the fact that I bricked when he drew pretty good. So like I said, I'm trying to make lemons into lemonade, and it just was not working for me this game, which sucked. But hey, that's Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's the risk we play. And so he's just gonna go ahead and hit me for damage. I take the damage, and I'm just like, yeah. And he was letting me know his guy has trample, which is gonna allow me to, I believe, 1400 damage, because my guy has like 1400 defense, something like that. I forgot how much damage I took altogether. All I know is that resulting life points was around 3400, because his other guy's like 4000 attack or 3000 attack, something like that. It just, yeah. So I'm really happy I played against this deck though and lost against it ultimately, because I definitely learned a lot from the matchup. I definitely learned how the deck plays. I definitely realized how much of a threat the deck is. So it's definitely going to allow me to, like I said in my vlog, alter my side deck to combat for this deck. Because this deck, I'm pretty sure, will be played at my regionals. And I got to get ready for it, because I'm not trying to lose against this deck at all, y'all. Like, your boy's trying to top 8 regionals, and there's no deck I'm scared of in the meta right now except for this and Dinos. But Dinos is literally 50-50, whoever goes first. And if I go second, I'm gonna have to play my butt off to win. But this deck literally, it's kind of like my deck, because the main deck's super poly, and I've always considered Invoked like a slightly better version of Heroes with no restrictions and more options, because the deck main deck super poly, and it has different element fusions, and their fusions are ultimately have better effects than ours, with the exception of Bane and like Dark Law. Bane and Dark Law make the hero deck, and Sunriser as well, but Bane, Dark Law, Plasma, all of them, they all do pretty good. But as far as fusions, yeah, Bane and Dark Law does a lot for the hero deck. Sunrise is just an extender, which the deck needed to compete in the current meta. So I decided to use my Miracle Fusion, like I said, to bring out my Elemental Hero, The Shining, by banishing my Solid Soldier and my Sunriser, because Solid Soldier is Herb, Sunriser is Light, making The Shining. And I figured I could tribute my Shining on the board with my increase and add back my Solid Soldier and try to just do some comboing. Because I figured if I could resolve my Vion, I can OTK right now. The only thing that sucked, I'm like, okay, he does have this stupid fusion on the board that literally can stop my effects. Well, not stop my effects, but like banish me off the board. So we're gonna have another ruling dispute right now in a minute. I'm gonna tribute my Vion for my Shining, and this is where the ruling dispute begins, because he was trying to see if Shining missed timing with Vion. Of course, I know that doesn't happen, and he was asking someone if he chained a card to my increase effect to tributing Shining, would Shining miss timing? Everyone in the shop said Shining would miss timing, so I just went with it. I forgot what card he's gonna use right now to chain my increase. I'm like, that does not make sense. But once again, our shop does not have an official judge. We typically all help each other out, and since it was kind of getting late, I was tired. I didn't feel like going on Judge's Lounge again. So like I said, we had a ruling dispute. It's not gonna go in my favor. Not saying that I could have won anyway if my ruling would have been in my favor, because I would have just add back Solid Soldier, but it still would have gave me an option that I could have done something with. So everyone's pretty much letting him know, like, yeah, if he does chain to that, since my card had like a semicolon or something like that, it'd miss timing, which I didn't think it would. I would assumed my Shining would have started a new chain. I don't know. Like I said, let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm not the best for rulings, guys, and you guys be telling me all the time. Not saying that people in my locals intentionally try to like cheat and whatever. No, we're all just playing the card game and have fun, and you know, of course, win. But sometimes, like I said, I'm not the best for rulings. I'm pretty sure people at my locals aren't the best for rulings either. So stuff like this happens, and sometimes things get ruled in my favor that shouldn't have gotten ruled in my favor. So, like I said, so please don't bash the people I play, guys, because I know you guys are like, hey, Chris, they're cheating you and things like that nature. It's not that they're cheating, it's just that everyone's not the best for rulings, which is why I truly believe And every locals, not just this one, because almost every locals I go to don't have official judges anymore like they used to back in the day. The tournament organizer either usually don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, or don't know or know just the bare minimum about Yu-Gi-Oh just to allow to help out with tournaments. But I remember back when I was growing up, even back when I came back into the game, a lot of locals used to have the tournament organizer, which is this card shop owner, and the actual person who hosted the event. And the person who hosted the event usually was the guy who played semi-competitively but knew their rulings. So I'm thinking like, okay, I got my Vine effect. He chained El Shaddolls Fusion, bring out Window, which sucked, because I'm thinking like, okay, well, maybe even if I would have resolved the thing the way I wanted to and added Sunriser back and added a Solid Soldier back, I still would have had a hard time by not being able to do what I want to do. I guess I could have had an extra body to normal summon so I could bring out my Plasma, but I think I wouldn't be able to bring out Plasma because he had that stupid Window, and Window already locked down my special summons for the turn, because Plasma is not considered a tribute summon, it's considered a special summon that tributes monsters, which was like, yeah. So I'm like, just thinking to myself, well, I'm effed regardless. Might as well grab honestly Neos and just beat over his Window. That's probably the most I can do. I literally even debated distributing both monsters for Honesty Neos. He's just reading it right now to see a couple of things right here. And I'm just like, what am I gonna do, Chris? What am I gonna do? I hate when things like this happen. I'm just like, you know what? I think the best play for me at this point was just to play defensive. Since I had low life points, I decided to distribute over my increase to set my Vision Hero Ferris. Like the top deck of the Ferris is just horrible. Can we just say that, by the way? Top decking Ferris was just horrible in the situation. I'm already in a losing position, and I'm like, I would just top deck the most card that can do nothing for me. So I'm like, at this point, it's better for me to just play defensive, leave Honest Neos in my hand and pass. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do some more Invoked Shaddolls shenanigans. I'm just like, yeah. And he rips the Pot of Desires. I'm like, this deck, bruh. I need to get my game on and come up with a strategy. So I've been considering, I sold my Evilly matches, so I don't have them currently, but heavily considering something like Book of the Clips. Like in certain situations, since this deck does not do hard negates, I can set their board and go off. Like there's different things I'm thinking about just to combat this deck. Like we're gonna figure something out, because like right now he's obviously just gonna slaughter me. No questions asked. So yeah, man, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys are a new viewer to the channel, I'm gonna invite for you guys to subscribe for more. I'm uploading 3 videos a week, usually 1 vlog a week. I'm gonna try to do the dual videos here and there. They take about a day or 2 to edit, depending on how much energy I got and how busy I am in my personal life. And my 3rd video of the week usually is gonna be something random I can think of, unless you guys give me a suggestion. Like I know this week I'm gonna probably produce 1 more video, which is either gonna be my budget hero deck profile or my tournament winnings for the end of the month. Actually, no, it's probably gonna be my tournament winnings for the end of the month, because I do gotta build my budget hero deck profile. Or you guys might get them both. I haven't decided yet, but man, be on the lookout for those videos. Those are the next videos I'm making: budget hero profile and tournament winnings opening for the month of February. So all right, man, I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of the video. Like literally, there's probably like 20 seconds left to see. This is Rogue Hero, and I'm signing out, man. Peace and stay innovative. Deuces. You guys have a good day.